Angelina Napoleon on to the steeplechase final here at the NCAA Championships. You and Lexi were like best friends out there. You were just going to stay connected the entire time, but it also seemed like it was really beneficial for both of you that there was a lot of space to operate and breathe. Like how beneficial was that like there wasn't a lot of chaos and clutter?
Yeah, I think the main goal was just to get out of the clutter. We're both athletes where we can run a fast time and get out of getting out of anybody's way of falling or anything that can happen in the steeple, because it's one of those iffy events. You never know, someone could take a tumble, including myself. So definitely want to give myself a lot of room if I can, stay out of the mess if I can. And working with Lexi was great, and it's always great to have somebody out there to kind of work with and gauge off of. So that was great.
With a race like this, is it kind of just a battle for second at this point? I mean, we know what Doris is capable of, but you go into that mindset, all right, let's just see who can get second or something like that?
You know what? I think honestly, obviously you can't deny the times that people have put down, but like I just said, anything can happen. Anybody can come down with an illness. Anybody can fall. I think the best mindset going into this semifinal and going into the actual final is be prepared for anything, and if you're prepared, anything can happen and you can accomplish anything. So no, I wouldn't necessarily say it's a race for second. I would say it's going to be a race for that you got to be ready for. It could be anybody's game, and I'm going to go out there on Saturday and race like that. So
yeah, how's Coach Hennis usually prepared you for something like that, knowing that this is championship season? Like you said, it's going to be a race regardless of what happens really at the start.
Yeah, she's honestly really prepared me. I mean, a lot of our workouts, I just hit a workout the other day before here that I did a rep, and I was like, if I had to put the last 2 laps of my steeple race into any workout, it was that right there. And being able to work through that physically and most importantly mentally by myself, really does prepare me, because I know if I can do it alone, I can sure as hell do it with somebody else right on my tail. So.
What was some of the advice that Coach Hennis gave you for this race?
Yeah, I think, she's just a great coach. She's going to tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. Honestly, what I need to hear is that I'm prepared and that I need to be out here confident. And I think that's the biggest thing that she's been not only telling me but my teammates. Like I just said, we've prepared really hard for this event. This event has a lot of pressure on it because you're basically looking at, 4 or 5 months of just blood, sweat, and tears, and it all comes down to one event. All of that hard work is for this day and for this event, and preparing for that, it gets intense when it comes to fruition. So, she really enforces staying confident and staying ready for an event like this, and always being prepared and being confident in yourself. So, yeah.
Angelina, your journey is your own, but we had the blessing of talking with Carrie after her race, and as the two of you that had accomplished so much,
of course,
parallel, in high school and then coming in to this event, so I asked her, and I will ask you, do you feel like with your success, now over multiple years and multiple races, that you've established yourself, at the collegiate level, like you did high school wise? Do you feel like, hey, when we're talking about national championships, Angelina Napoleon's going to be in that conversation as long as you're healthy?
Absolutely, yeah. I do think that I will be in that conversation, but I don't want to discredit the fact that it does take a lot of work, and I wasn't always at the top, and that it took a lot of hard work and a lot of ups and downs, and there will be more ups and downs throughout my career. And I think, being able to come back and stay grounded in the fact that, last year I was here, I didn't even make the final. I barely made nationals. So to come back here and, be in the conversation for a championship or to be in that All-American status, yeah, it's cool to be up there, but I'm not going to discredit the fact that it took a lot of hard work, and I went through a lot of battles to get there. There will be future battles ahead, but the fun thing is knowing that I know I can get through that. If you can work through it once, you can work through it again. So.